Thank you for tuning in to Being Brunswick with the Brunswick County Chamber. I'm your host, Megan Bishop. I would first like to thank my sponsors, Surf Unlimited and Dane Delane Salon in Ocean Isle Beach. You'll be able to see my different wardrobe styles, hair, and makeup throughout the show. Let's take a few moments to talk about this month's episode of Being Brunswick. We will be featuring 2 of our Chamber members a month and talking about what they do on a daily basis. I'll be getting down and dirty with the businesses here in Brunswick County. Today, we'll be spending time with Jenna Breeze Landscaping and Coastal Race Productions and learning about what it takes to be successful in these 2 businesses. So stay tuned with Being Brunswick. With Jenna Breeze Landscaping. Jenna and Michael, thank you so much for being on my show today.
Thank you for having us.
We are at the Ocean Isle Beach, Sunset Beach Post Office. This is one of the bigger jobs you're doing. You're going to be here all week, so I'm so excited to go through that process with you. But first, tell us a little bit about how you got started with this job.
Well, you know, years ago, I would have loved to have my own business, and it would have been either in home renovation or landscaping. But, you know, you have to have an equal partner.
Right.
And it just never happened for me. And Michael and I moved here about 2 years ago, and he's had his own landscaping business and also a mechanic. He had a gas station, so he knows a lot about business.
What experience.
And landscaping, and he's more my consultant.
Cheap labor.
That's right.
So, you know, we talked about it. I said, what do you think about opening up a landscaping business? And we jumped for it and did it. And we started May 2015. And it's very excited. It's a lot of work, but we're very excited. This is our first big job. Let me tell you about the name. Jenna Breeze came from an email address, my very first email address that I had years ago when email just wasn't that popular yet. And it just kind of fit with the beach.
I like it. Yes, it's perfect.
So we kind of went with that.
Yeah. Well, there's a need for it in this county, and you know, the little jobs and the big jobs, and we'll talk about a little bit about that in a minute. But Michael, tell us about everything you have to offer in this company.
Well, originally, when we first started, Jenna did a lot of research, you know, with the census and the other landscape companies in the area, and we wanted to really fill it out, you know, fill the need what we wanted to do. So when we initially set up, you know, we got a 5-year plan, and initially we wanted to go after the homeowners.
Right.
And you know, once we offered full maintenance, you know, from mowing and edging, weed eating, blowing, cleaning up, pruning, mulching, some hardscapes if needed, and then we wanted to branch into the commercial end of it. And just out of luck, we happened to come across this job that we could bid on, and so we kind of got into the commercial part a little bit quicker than what we expected. But you know, we really want to branch out to the maintenance end, you know, where we can make these people's homes, give them that extra TLC that they want. That's something that, you know, we want for our home, and we want to pass it on to our customer. You know, we want to give our clients the best quality that they're paying for, you know, and that's one of our core values is the quality of work that we do. That when we leave a job site, the only reason that anybody knows that we're there is because somebody has a well-manicured yard, and you know, that's what we're striving for.
You actually went into our office manager, Sandy Bell, at the Chamber and went in and on Sunset Beach and kind of took out all her shrubs, and it's amazing the before and after there. So she was so excited that we're out here today. So let's talk about this specific job. So we're at the post office, and this is a week-long job. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing around here.
Well, we, you know, initially we put the estimated back in August, so it's taken this long to, you know, get what they wanted and fit their budget. You know, we had to redesign all the plant install and, you know, the quantity of plants. But, you know, as you can see here, this is all cleared out here, but this was just a line of trees. We got bushes all up in the front, so everything is just being ripped out. We're going to start fresh. The crepe myrtles are going to stay. They're going to be pruned down. And we're putting in some new plant material, a lot of mulch, just to make it fresh looking and give it a facelift.
And then you're also going to put palm trees in, correct?
Palm trees,
exactly.
We got,
palm trees just arrived.
They just were delivered, so I'm excited about that. They're going to look great, and I cannot wait to see the finished product. So since I am getting down and dirty with this show, tell me a little bit about what I'm going to do today.
We're going to put you on a piece of equipment called a termite. It's a mini backhoe. It's like a little Tonka toy.
And you use this to tear out all the bushes
material.
and things like that? Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get me on it, so we'll be right back. Okay, Michael, I'm all suited up. We're ready to go. You're getting ready to install the palm trees, but first, we've got to clear the section out, right?
Exactly.
It's got to be completely cleared so that we can install these new trees.
Exactly.
So, are we ready?
We're ready. Let's go.
Okay, we're going to head over that way.
Let's head this way.
Okay, Michael, what's the first thing that we're going to do here?
First thing that we're going to do is kind of go over the control panel so you know which way the shovel and the bucket are working. You've got 4 levers. The 2 yellow metal levers are your outrigger posts. We want to make sure that they're completely down, keep your back wheels up off the ground to stabilize the machine. Okay?
It's holding it in place.
That is correct. The lever on the left is going to control your up and down on the shovel and left to right motion. So as you're pulling your debris in, you want to move it out of your way. You push it over to the left, you open your bucket up and drop it. Okay? The lever on the right, that's going to control the arm moving in and out. Okay?
Okay.
That's also going to control your scoop on your bucket. So, you know, if you pull it towards you, the arm's going to come towards you. If you push it away from you, the arm's going to go out. If you move it to the left, your bucket's going to scoop. Move to the right, your bucket's going to open up.
Okay.
So you
And
ready
it's
to
all
try
right
it?
here for you, but
It's
I think
all-
it just takes a little
all
bit
right
of
here.
messing with it and knowing what you're doing. And do you use this every single day, or does it just depend on
It depends on the
what kind of job?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's. I would love to have a bigger one, but the space up here doesn't allow for it, you know, for safety reasons. So.
Okay, I'm gonna crank it up.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, you want to make sure that your outriggers are completely down.
So pulling this up.
Pull them up. Okay. Now go ahead and raise your arm up. Other way. Okay, extend your arm out. So your right hand, you're gonna push. Okay. Now you're gonna drop your arm all the way down using your left hand. Well, you're gonna push up, I'm sorry. Okay. And every now and then you'll need to sit. Make sure that they're set.
It's okay.
All right, now, because we don't want to dig a deep hole, as you're pulling the arm in, you want to raise the arm up at the same time.
So this one's going up.
This one's good. You're going to pull that one back to you.
Okay.
And you're gonna
This
pull,
one's going up.
Both of them are going, no, both
No,
of
both of them going down.
Yep. All right, now move your right lever to the left. Move your left lever to the left.
So it's moving it out of the way.
Yep. Push your arm out.
Keep going.
Raise it back up. Okay. On your other lever, push your arm out. Push it up. There you go. Push it to the right. And if you had anything in your bucket,
You would dump it.
you would dump it.
Okay.
Right? It'll take a few times.
Right.
So why don't you just play with it?
Okay.
Kind of get comfortable with it.
Okay.
To be able to grab something, you're going to need to curl that bucket all the way up so it
Okay, so we're
grabs it.
going to go back around.
Go ahead and extend it on back out. Open your bucket up, push it to the right. There you go. Now
Okay.
drop it down.
So using this one.
Yep. Okay. Now as you bring your arm to you, slowly raise your bucket. No, the other way. There you go. Raise up on your bucket.
Okay.
All right, pull it to you.
This one.
Now, as you pull it, kind of push down on that a little bit. All right, now go back down. No, this one right here. There you go. Now curl your bucket. Pull it to your left.
This one?
This one. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now raise it
moving
up.
it to the left?
Raise
Oh.
it up. And no, this one. Pull it to you. Now to your left.
Okay, is that good?
It takes
It takes time. Yeah, it takes practice. Well, I survived. I don't know how
Did a
good
great job.
I did. But thank you so much for being on the show today. We got to do a little bit of everything. I think the Sunset Beach Ocean Isle post office is going to look great.
Yes.
So excited. The palm trees are being installed as we talk right here.
Yeah.
So thank you again so much for being on the show. If somebody was interested in getting in contact with you, if they were interested in you doing their yard or another post office commercial, how could they get in touch with you?
Well, they can reach us at 919-909-6040.
Okay.
Or we also have the 919-971-0666.
Okay.
If we don't answer, we're probably out in the field. Leave us a message.
And they also can call the chamber because you have a chamber profile.
We do.
And get some of the other email and contact information from you.
And we run hot deals too on the chamber,
Yes.
so the people ought to check those out.
So if they don't know what a hot deal is, give us an example of a hot deal that you might run.
We're offering, if we do lawn maintenance and you're the first client in the neighborhood, we'll give you a discount.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you again for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you,
our
Megan.
pleasure.
2, 1. All right, great job. Here we go. Hashtag Red Island. safety is always number one. You know, everyone wants to have fun. Everyone wants to get a really fast time, but safety is always number one out there. So make sure you guys are watching out for cars, watching out for other runners. All right, who's ready to run now? Let's hear it. All right. We're going to get started here in 40 seconds. On the road, you will see our signs. 2, 1.
We are here in Oak Island this morning on a very chilly morning. It's about 30 degrees here in Oak Island, and I am here with a family and it's Coastal Race Production. So thank you so much for being on our show this morning. They showed up at 3 a.m. to put this race on, and we were here about 4 a.m. to help with the process. And you'll see some footage of that later on in the show, and we'll go from step one to the finish line. So I'm going to start with Jonna because she has a story to share with us on why you wanted to start this race company. So if you'll share that with us, that'd be great.
Well, I went through cancer about 9 years ago, and during the course of my treatment, I decided I wanted to run a marathon. And so the very first day after my last treatment, I put on my tennis shoes and I made it to the mailbox. And then the next day, I maybe made it to the neighbor's mailbox, and just continued on until I was able to run a marathon. And I've done several since then. And soon after we moved here, I went to participate in a race, and there weren't a lot in driving distance, but I went to participate in a race, and runners were getting lost on the course. It was just kind of poorly managed. And my son-in-law David and I were just kind of talking about it and brainstorming different ideas, and we just wanted to bring a top-notch event to an area we had grown to love and call home.
Absolutely. It's been a great addition to the county. Dave, tell us about how long you've been in business and the details of the business if our viewers don't know what this company is.
Yeah, so we started 3 years ago with Run Sunset Beach, and we started out just to create one race. We called the business Run Sunset Beach, and it was pretty simple. And we had a really good turnout. We had about 500 runners there. And so we decided to do one in Holden Beach and Ocean Isle Beach. And so this is our first year adding the Oak Island onto the series. So we call it the Big Ass Medal Race Series because we have literally the world's largest race series medal, which is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
It'd be great to see. And so you earn one medal at each race, and they magnetize together to make the world's largest.
And it's just awesome, and people really do, and I will be a witness to this, is I love to run, but you really want your t-shirt and your medal. So because you have incorporated that, it has been a great asset. I think it's great to add that to this county, and we're going to show our viewers what it takes to put on a race. John and I were talking this morning. It's not easy. You have to be out here first thing in the morning. You have to set up. You have to have some muscles to move stuff, so it's really not easy. Tell us a little bit about some of the new things anybody can that has added, like we were blowing up the Coastal Race Production thing this morning. So tell us a little bit about some new things that you've added. John, you want to tell us about that?
Well, this year we decided to just invest in a little bit to brand our races. We not only put on our 4-race series, but we also have a Thanksgiving Day Turkey Trot and Day 1 run in Charlotte. And so we just wanted to brand our races with our
great
archway and our mesh.
It looks awesome. So we're going to show our viewers what it takes to put this race on, but tell us a little bit about, just kind of go from the start in the beginning of what you do to set up for this race. Dave, I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, so 3 a.m. we're all here bright and early.
Whether it's hot or cold.
me and Terry go to put out all the water stops while Jonna stays here and sets up a lot of what you see here. It takes about an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes to do all of the water stops and put all the signage. And then my girls, Jackie and my little one, Addie, they come around for a packet pickup, helping people get their bibs, their t-shirts, all of that. And it's a full family effort the whole morning. We're all together.
Yeah. Jackie, I know they can sign up online, but how many runners do we have about this morning when you were doing packet pickup?
This morning to come and register for the race, we probably had 50 day of sign up.
What about total?
Total this morning to come, we probably had 300 plus people.
And this is a half marathon, a 5K, and then there's a 1 mile also. And is that for all of your series races? Is it always a half marathon, a 5K, and so it gives people a variety. If they don't want to run the half marathon, they can also run the 5K.
Yeah. And so we had about 700 runners total, about half and half.
Okay.
The 5K and half.
Okay. Now, Terry, where do you come into play in this? You're part of the family, but what is I know you work. You work with this everything. You are Jonna's husband, and we're so glad to have you a part of this Coastal Race Productions, and you're out here bright and early, and I see you doing just about everything with everybody, so we're so glad you're here. And Addie, everybody knows Addie. She does a little bit about everything anyway. Also, Jackie was telling me at Packet Pickup, you were teaching your mom how to do something. That's awesome. So do you have a lot of fun doing this? What can you bring to this company? You get to dance, that's one thing, right?
I love doing the whip.
The whip. So what do you like to do during the race? Do you like to help your mom? Do you like to help your dad? What do you like to do?
I like to run around with my dad and start the race off with a lot of the countdown.
Uh-huh. And do you like to run?
Yes.
Have you ever run in a race before?
Yes.
Who did you get to run with?
My mom.
And now you've gone with your grandmother too, right? When you were about 3 years old? We were talking about that this morning.
She did her first 5K.
That's awesome. Well, again, we are so glad to be here, and we're going to show our viewers just all about this race and what it takes. And I think our viewers love, and I think our runners love it to be in this county. And we look forward to what else y'all have to offer. So when's your next race?
Our next race is Run Sunset Beach, which is May 21st.
Okay.
The third race in the series is Holden Beach, September 10th. And the fourth race in the series is October 2nd in Ocean Isle Beach.
And if somebody was interested in a race, where can they find the information for that?
If you go to coastalraceproductions.com, that's got all of our races on there for the whole Big Ass Metal Race Series and the Turkey Trot and the Day One Run. It's all on the same website.
Awesome. Okay, well, we look forward to more races. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Being Brunswick. If you have any new ideas, please contact us at the Chamber at 910-754-6644. Thanks again, and we'll see you next month.